sexual practices in Zimbabwe and their cultural tradition. Zimbabwe is a country in southern Africa. The neighboring countries are Botswana, Mozambique, South Africa, and Zambia. The Shon people dominate this country. The majority are Christian. The country had a diversity of language, belief, and custom. Just the way every individual country has her culture, the Zimbabwe people also do. This topic tends to be narrowed only to the sexual behavior of the people of Zimbabwe. Some of these sexual practices are almost synonymous to other tribes' doings, but have some changes based on geographical locations. Here are the sexual practices found in the country called Zimbabwe. 1. Labia minora elongation. This practice is restricted to the women, and it is carried out during the pre-menarche age, although much investigation has not been carried out by the authorities about this practice. The girls use their fingers to pull. They impregnate the labia minora with oil, prepare with substances such as herbs, petroleum jelly, futa tree oil, and roast round nut, burnt bat wing, and other traditional medicine that are specified that the woman gets from the healer. It is applied for the elongation process. Some girls use puero to hold the vaginal lip and pull out. Most men said why this should be done is that it makes sex enjoyable and non-stressful. 2. Virginity test. This practice can also be seen in Zimbabwe, a situation where girls are taken into a secluded area or a separate place where no one can disturb the test examination. A young lady of age 14 and above who lies down upward stacks naked, spreading her legs wide, and the woman who examines dip her hand into the vagina to check if the hymen has not been broken. Such women that pass the examination would be given a certificate of justification, rightly given the opportunity to partake in traditional affairs of the land. 3. Dry sex. As many could view this, they said dry sex is the pulling of one's clothes and going through the motion of sexual intercourse, thrusting, grinding and rubbing against each other's bodies without ever having sex. Others said it is a means of going through sexual intercourse without taking off all your clothes. 4. Sperm hunting. In Zimbabwe, some beautiful women travel along the street to get men who they possibly have sex with. Their aim is to harvest sperm from them by getting the condom used or mostly full of sperm for ritual purposes. Some men were drugged, lured and threatened into repeated bouts of sexual intercourse just to get enough quantity of their sperm and later dump them at the street or along the roadside. They use this sperm for enhancing a good future, boasting their business, etc. 5. Sexual cleansing of widows. This requires a widow to have sexual intercourse as a form of purification. It is also practiced in some parts of African countries like Angola, Congo, Ivory Coast, Malawi, Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda. It has been suggested that the practice might be based on the idea that a man might die as a result of witchcraft performed by his wife. This ritual can be carried out within 3 to 7 days by the deceased husband's male relative or brother, even a sex worker. After the conversation, the widow burns her clothes and the man who slept or had the relationship with her shave her head. 6. The use of herbs for vagina tightening and enlargement. There are ways women perform these acts in Zimbabwe. They go the extra mile to prepare some herbs naturally applied to the vagina to tighten it and seen as if they were virgin and possibly for pleasure of sex. The enlargement of the vagina is for the purpose of easy delivery. In conclusion, the above explained sexual practices might not be all that one has vividly explained. Some practices like anal sex, masturbation, gay and lesbianism can also be seen among them. Thanks for watching. Please do like and subscribe for more.